Hi, I'm Quiva and I'm from Paranormal Adventures Ireland, and we're here to talk about the Paraunity project. The Paraunity project was established by us back in June of this year because we noticed a need in the Irish industry of the paranormal needing a community. But for various reasons, unfortunately, the Irish scene for paranormal is very small. I do see that there are teams popping up here, there, and everywhere, obviously, especially in the last few weeks, which is fantastic to see. But I do know that over the last 5 years, we've had teams pop up every year, and we've seen a lot of them, stop investigating after a matter of months, maybe up to a year. That can be attributed to, lack of being able to get into places around Ireland, which it is hard, but it can also be attributed to the fact that the Irish paranormal scene can be seen as something that is quite toxic, unfortunately. So, setting up the Paraunity project for the likes of everyone, and especially the likes of those people who want to come into the paranormal, because we want to be able to put a support system in place. If you need to ask a question, the question can be answered. If you need to know how to get in somewhere, it can be found out for you. Somebody somewhere knows something, so, and it's a better way of doing things. I personally would never be able to keep up the stamina to just do one location all the time. When it comes to it, we do our investigating, we do it a good few times a year, like this place, that place, the other place, whatever. But if I was doing every single weekend, you'd burn yourself out. So having more teams, more people to go into these places, put as much love into them as we do, fantastic. And seeing these people come into the paranormal community with a newfound passion and love for the paranormal, that's excellent. That's what we want to see. I have said that the paranormal community is toxic, and that's unfortunately true. It has become a place of ego. It's become a place of, this is mine and only I can do this. And that's absolutely fair. If that's the way you want to go in, absolutely no problem. You don't need any help, no problem. But I don't think that's the way it should be. I think we have all been the weird kid in school. We've all been the weird adult at the social event. I know for me, coming into the paranormal community, I personally thought that, it was a case of, oh, well, if there's so many people who are into the same things I am, and so many people who have this passion and this love and whatever, then why would we not want to work together, and why would we not want to, see the best for each other? And I've seen that that's not it at all. People want to tear each other down. And I will say that in the past few months, there have been some particularly, actually the last few years, let's be honest, I can only speak for myself when I say this, there have been some particularly not nice things said about me. But I heard these things that were being said about me, and I was like, if somebody else had those things said about them, I would dread to think what they think of themselves, because they were nasty. They were really, really nasty. Didn't take it as seriously at that point. Not everyone's going to see it that way. what doesn't make sense to me about that is that the people saying these things are people who never even met me a single time in my whole life. They don't know me. They know me online, I guess. They know of me. But like me talking to a camera in my bedroom is not the same as coming up and having a conversation with me. And that can be said about everyone. So I don't understand. We're in an age where in secondary schools it's being taught about cyberbullying, and it's quite funny. It is quite funny that like as adults we're dealing with it now, but okay. And like we're not even YouTubers or influencers or anything, it's just dealing with cyberbullying for, I suppose, basically existing. So that's fun. I don't want to have a naive view about the paranormal community and say, oh, we should just all love each other. But I do think that, like, not hating on someone that you don't know in person would be a great start. In regards to the Paraunity project, what we want to do, I'm so excited about this because obviously it's the 6 teams together. So Paranormal Adventures Ireland, Ethereal, Otherworldly, Ghost Era, Phoenix Files, and Northeast. So currently that's the 6 of us, and we don't plan to bring on anyone else until after November, until after our live stream. So we will be keeping updates on the page about that too. But after November, where do we want to go with this? Well, ideally, we'd hope that people would want to join us. You know, like you feel a little bit alone in the paranormal community, you're new to the paranormal community, you know, you can get in contact with us. And basically, the intentions of us setting up the Paraunity project is for everyone to be able to have a place to go when you want to know about equipment, or you want to know about, oh, I caught this piece of evidence, what do you guys think? When you want to know, hey, there's only 5 of us, we're trying to do this location, we need more people, yada yada, who can come with us? We want the Paraunity project to be a community of people who can work together and respect each other and just have a great time, because currently in Ireland it isn't a great time. I mean, debunkers and skeptics are also welcome to join the Paraunity project. You're not exempt. We, obviously, as a Paraunity community, we need you to come in and call us on bullshit. That is what it is. We're not going to get anywhere by not being peer reviewed when it comes to it. And obviously, you know, this is the way the community is. You need those people who are going to turn around to you and be like, that's the pipes, or that's a creak on the floor. We want the Paraunity project to be a place to go when you just need a friend. We should be able to hang out outside of basically a second job, but it's a hobby. You know? Let's go down to the pub and have a drink, like. At the end of the day, we should not hate each other for having the same hobby. But I know that there's people out there who do. I recently watched this YouTuber called Beardo Gets Scared. Beardo Gets Scared? Yes. He spoke about how skeptics and debunkers are being left out of the paranormal community, and therefore Paraunity can't exist. And I agree with him. I agree with him 100%. As I said earlier in the video, you know, they are people who peer review us. They're the ones who let us know they don't think that this is right or that is right or the other is right. Without them, we go unchecked, and then we can't move the paranormal community along and prove the existence of ghosts, if you can even do that. But we all want to. We all want to get that piece of evidence, that EVP, that a ghostly apparition that on camera. We want to get the disembodied voice. We want all of that. All of us want that. So why wouldn't we have someone who would look at our videos and be like, hey, have you thought about it this way? Was this a factor in it? You know, and you guys can talk it out and find out if you can basically disprove your own evidence. Because it's all well and good putting up a piece of evidence online and being like, well, I caught that and I've gone over that 1,000 times and yada yada. But what's great is having outsider perspectives and talking about it and, you know, saying to yourself, oh, well, you know, being objective. We need to be objective in this community. We need to be objective in the paranormal field if we want to be taken seriously. Can't have stuff being moved by fishing wire on camera. You can't. You can't have someone whispering in the corner while you're doing an EVP session. Can't. But if there is people out there doing that, you're just setting back the paranormal community and what we're all trying to do. And like, at the end of the day, you're also cheating yourself out of a success. We want all of these people to be involved because they should be involved. I want people my age to be involved because there'll be a day when teams that are currently around are gone. You know, you might get fed up of it and you might decide to leave. And then there's no paranormal in Ireland at all. That'd be a sad world. I want people to learn and know how to do it properly. I want to continue leading on the next generation and the next, and hope that they continue on leading on the next generation and the next after that. If we're talking about like Ed and Lorraine Warren, look at how many people they have inspired. That's really the joy of the thing, is inspiring and having at least a little part of a legacy. And that's what the Paraunity project is about. To know that the paranormal community is still going to be there in 100 years. In 200 years. There's still going to be people going out and investigating the likes of Leap, or the likes of Charleville, or the likes of the Irish Military War Museum in Cullen, or Wicklow Jail, or even Spike Island, Loftus Hall. Who knows? All over the place. I could name a million places. I hope that they're all still being investigated in 100 years. So, that being said, if you would like to get involved with the Paraunity project, give us a message on Facebook. The way we're going to do it to approve you coming onto the Paraunity project is, obviously, we will take your name, your team name. We will give it to the other groups that are already in the Paraunity project, and we will let them decide, because we're doing the whole democracy thing, and you'll be voted on. If it is a case that you were not accepted to it, it would be for the reasons of if you have bullying in your past and you have not yet apologized or not made it right. And that's pretty much it. We're very, very against bullying, and that's why we're here as well. So please give us a message on Facebook. I'm currently setting up the Instagram, the TikTok, and this here YouTube. So all of those links will be down in the description below when I have them done. And yeah, subscribe if you'd like. I've never done one of these before, so if you'd like to subscribe, please do. Give us a like because it'll pass it out into the algorithm. And yeah, see you soon.